Hello guys, today I'm playing Build the Boat again. Don't mind my avatar, it's just glitching out for some reason. Anyways, today we are going to build one of the easiest AFK farms that you can possibly get. So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna ask, if you have like a friend that's good at Build a Boat for Treasure, ask him for you to join. No, ask him if you can join your team, and then tell him to do all the quests for you. So in total, you should get around 4,000-ish gold. Yeah, around 4,000. Then what you want to do is you want to go into the shop and buy this tool, the third one, the screwdriver. Then what you want to do is you also need to get some wheels. Not these ones, these ones. The old ones. Once you have those, you are going to place one just at the end, but not over here, but just before the start. Just before the road, you can say. Then what you want to do is use any block that is light, and you should get a bunch of ice from this quest, 100. And then what you do is get 50 of these, 50 blocks of ice, going like this. What happened to my avatar? Why is it all blocky? It's weird. Anyways, 50 blocks. Then, wait, let me just check if this is 50. Yep, 50. Then what you want to do is you're going to place another wheel. But the way you're going to place this is halfway up on top. And then you're going to get 5 blocks, also ice. And then you're going to build it like that. 5 blocks, and then you're going to build 2 blocks down, and then you're going to place a portal. If you don't know how to get a portal, the way you do it is, what you want to do is you get a seat. You should have either glue blocks or cake blocks if you come in on your Roblox birthday, or when your account was created. And then what you want to do is you want to place a glue block and then a cannon, which you'll get from the Dragon Quest. Make sure, and then what you want to do is you make sure it's unanchored, and then you jump, and then you destroy the seat. Oh, I forgot. And then the final thing that you do is you add a hinge. You can just buy these in the shop. They're cheap. And you basically want to place it right where your knees are, right over here. And then you're going to jump. Make sure it's unanchored. You're going to jump, and then you're going to leave the seat. And now what you can do is you can basically just fly towards the crystal stage. If you don't launch it, then that's fine. It's actually better. But But what you do is you first launch with like a block of wood or something, and then you see if there's a crystal stage. It'll just look like a crystal cave. The icon on the map should be just like a crystal. I'm not sure if this one has it. And then what you do is you're going to use your cannon, and then you're going to shoot 10 crystals. Also, beware of this stage. This stage is the worst. The reason is, it can kill you. Yeah, that's why. And basically you're dead if you get to the stage. Anyways, like I said, get to the crystal stage, and then just destroy 10 blocks. 10 crystals. My brain is frying. Then you'll get 4 portals for free after you complete a portal puzzle. Which is quite easy. You just have to go on like Google or something and search a crystal cave portals, build a boat, and then you should get it. And then you should get the answer to the puzzle. And then what you want to do is you're going to place like a few blocks, like you can use rods or whatever. I'm going to use a wooden rod. And then you get like a portal. Make sure this portal has the same color ring and dots on the outside as the portals that you place down on the swinging arm thing. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take a seat. You're going to place it on the portal, and you're going to basically place it like that. The arrow has to be facing towards the flag. This basically only works if you're on white team, but hey, you should be able to find a server that has white team free. Then what you do is you unanchor all of this, and then you delete this. Gosh, dang it, I forgot again. You need a seat. Oh wait, I already have a seat. Always remember, put a hinge where your knees are when you're doing this glitch. Hinge and knees. And now stop right. Like I said, unanchor everything on here, and then you should be able to fly around with this portal. It's going to be a little hard to do that, but just. And what you're gonna do is most people tell you to go to this one, but that's not actually the correct way. What you're supposed to do is you go to the